Peace to the nigga nation, everyone. Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, uh, suckers, marks and squares. Yeah, I know y'all might be getting a little bit tired. Y'all may why this guy keep on posting this information, posting these topics, this conversation about Charleston White, YouTube, the reported, the alleged deletion of his channel, but everybody else doing it. Can I get some? Let me get some. You know, I get a head full of views and shit. You know, everybody cloud chasing. I must suck. I must absolutely suck at cloud chasing because maybe that's just not in my spirit to do. You know, if I get behind something, and I mean, you know, I would hope that anybody who is associated with me or knows me in real life, if I get behind something or someone, and give my support to them, I really and genuinely am putting support behind that person. Okay, so all right. Much to the delight and glee, I imagine. You know, really a few of these folks, I guess the people that would normally have shit to say, they know to keep their mouth shut because in case it may be whichever way it may go, they don't necessarily want to be underneath them lashes again. They're happy. They may be happy. They may be satisfied. They may be relieved. You know, you look at the YouTube sphere right now. You know, with the absence of whether and it's not just on YouTube. You ain't been seeing Mr. Charleston. Okay, so yeah, he ain't just been not going live on YouTube. So don't believe. Don't. So for me to see that and to know that the only place that he has been going live, and I just found this out today. I looked everywhere to see, you know, because I'm keeping a book. No matter how you feel about the gentleman, whether you like him or dislike him, you get on his comment section or in this chat room, because I guess I'm the former moderator on the Real Charleston White page, because the Real Charleston White page at this particular time doesn't necessarily exist. Y'all get all in the man's comments and talk about how y'all hate him and meet me there and what you want to do, and you can't talk about this and that and the third. Motherfucker got a mouth, vocal cords, and oxygen in there to breathe. I'm gonna tell you one of the things. When I first came in contact with Mr. Charleston White, and I was watching the videos, and here I am, and I guess it was like 2020 election year, the coronavirus and all that shit, and Facebook tearing my ass up on community standards violations. And not only that, you know, it's like, okay, well, I'm on here talking shit, and I figured that I got like minds in my subscriber list or my friends list per se. I figured I got like-minded individuals in my friends list, and you know, we're for black empowerment per se. We're not necessarily for political powers and political parties empowerment or a specified group other than black folks empowerment. We, at the heart of it all, the African American, the nigger, the Negro, the black, the nigger folk, in which I identify myself as, you know, we would like to believe that one day, one fine day, we gonna be above the bottom of the crust, and it's gonna be a bottom on that pit, and at the bottom of that pit is gonna be a springboard, and we gonna jump up and down that springboard, and we gonna hop about that springboard, and somehow be accepted and loved by Mr. Charlie, as if the acceptance and love by when I say Mr. Charlie, I mean the Caucasian. Word to James Baldwin, Blues for Mr. Charlie. I apologize for being a little bit more red than some may be, but Mr. Charlie gonna embrace us and make us feel representation and things like that. Y'all niggas ask for representation. You know what? The funniest, I guess it's not necessarily funny. It's kind of sad. Some of the funniest shit or saddest shit that came out of y'all wanting this what's the word, recognition or representation, was when they took Aunt Jemima off the pancake box and Uncle Beans off the rice. You know, Usually when people don't want you to know stuff, because after all, you got to think about, you so-called have a particular political party fighting another political party about the fact that history should be available, whatever the history is, may be available and cut to everybody. It's ironic that this same party that is so-called claiming that's what they want, for the black folks to be able to have other people learn about the nasty history of America and the building blocks of the foundation of America, which was chattel slavery of the African, the indigenous American. I said, that nigga he talking about is that black folks was Indians. I ain't said no such a thing. I'm saying it's a whole America is a whole, well, North America, South America, and all that. This is a whole big old continent. And even on this continent today, there are all kind of racial and ethnic groups on this continent. So who's to say, okay, you might have had those what do they call those people? I can't think of the word. That they call those people that the Indians that look like Asians, whatever. The Mongolians. You have those Mongoloid looking North Americans, but that was on one particular part of the continent. But then you may have those people that more resemble the African American or the nigger folk on another part of the continent. I got to watch. I'm in rush hour. It's in Chicagoland, so people doing whatever the fuck they want to do. So I kind of got to keep an eye on the road here while I'm talking to y'all. We was going through this time, right? This particular time where 2020, when they was doing all kinds of things in regards to moderation of people's voices online. And I imagine, well, hell, I guess that's fair. Y'all want to do that, then y'all do that. But still, there's still concepts. This is supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave. People should be able to have their freedom of speech per se, and also people should be able to think and try to ask questions and figure out things. So during that time period, I was doing my best to try to the tap dance between the community standard guidelines and stuff like that. Me at that time period, to see somebody I don't give a fuck that they got on a Make America Great hat on. That is what kind of drew a motherfucker attention at first. Because hell, you got all these other knee scraping niggas hollering about kind Master Biden and his sidekick Kamala Harris. So I'm looking at this guy, say, well, let me see what he's talking about. And his tongue is unbridled. So then I said, well, this provokes me to do further research. Now, see, some of y'all folks have an issue. Y'all see something and by face value or immediately condemn it. Y'all won't look below the surface of it at all. You won't do any critical thinking. That's what they mean by critical thinking. You take your mind and you see a particular subject, and that subject may be confusing to you. You might be interested by this particular subject. You don't just take that one little bit of information that you have about the particular subject. You take that subject, and you take whatever that subject is in hand with you, and you go to whatever database or outlet you may need to go and find out more and further information about that person, and that's what you do. But a lot of y'all won't even do a simple Google and click past 2 or 3 pages of Google to see that this ain't just a random nigga on here just talking about shit, just talking about a Nipsey Hussle and this, that, the third. This person actually has a history. And there may be a reason why, there may be a motivation, machinations behind him doing what he does. But I'm kind of forgetting why I'm even going this far into it. It was one day, and it's like as I got more and more intrigued, I'm seeing the nigga walk through the projects, and if a nigga and you know how some of this new shit that wants to go viral, you will see them put on, I guess, what could pretty much easily be described as a skit, and this shit fake. But as square as I was raised, when I got off the porch, I acted a fool. So when I say that to say, when I lived in Nashville, Tennessee, I walked through many a project in search of what is now called CBD, or whatever, you know, because hell, it is what it is. Or to get wherever, walking through a project. So when I saw this man, this brother, this dreadhead brother in a tank top, and I guess he had the National Geographic, I'm like, well, damn, this nigga got National Geographic in the projects. So I'm watching this, right? And I'm watching him go to people, I'm seeing him talk to people, and you know, and the type of response, the questions and response you're getting, that shit cannot be made up. This is the realest reality TV I probably never fucking seen. And what makes it even all the more better, it's not a particular hour on a TV schedule or a channel schedule where you know, well, the Charleston White show comes on at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Nah, this shit on all day. This shit could come on at the middle of the night. You never know where the nigga is, or what the nigga doing, or what he on. This is entertainment. And not only entertainment, you know, it's thought provoking. You know what how the man, the Boogie Down Productions, back in the 90s, they had an album. I forget the name. No matter of fact, I think the album might have been called Edutainment. This is edutainment, people. Are you not entertained? Are you not somehow? I don't understand it. There's something in which the African American, especially the African American black male, needs to get a firmer, a breast of, control of emotion. You know, you get in your emotions because you see something that somebody says something that you don't like, and all of a sudden you got to be like the white boy told the white, no, not even the white boy, the lily white liberal female told you that you need to cancel whatever person that you think you don't like, as if there's some way that you have a let me just park right here so I can finish. As if you have some means or method in which you could just be like, well, hell, I don't like such and such. I don't like grandma. Grandma got him. I hate when grandma talks to me this kind of way. I'm just going to cancel her. I'm going to push a button on. I'm going to type a few words, angry words on my keyboard. No, not even that. I'm going to right click on to report and attempt to administer my own self-proclaimed self-righteous justice upon someone because I don't like what the fuck they said. So what I'm saying is, okay, this nigga saying whatever the fuck he want and how the fuck he want to say it, blah blah blah. So I made a live one day, and I mean, it's like, I guess halfway it was just the disbelief to hell. You know, niggas, there is still people out here that's saying whatever the fuck they want to say, and in my frustration, I feel like, well, hell, I can't do it. So that shit got to the point where about tears. My side said, and at that point, I said, I hereby proclaim my allegiance to the nigga nation. So it's like, okay, after that fact, and you might hear all the little situations, how he talked about DMX, he talked about Nipsey Hussle, the Bloods gonna get him, the Crips gonna get him, he talked about this nigga kids, he talked about raping white women, he talked about, you know, y'all don't talk about him saying where he killed the white man too much, because hell, y'all niggas wouldn't even dare blow hard on the white boy's scalp, let alone do something to him. Y'all rather get online and complain in the name of self-righteousness and monetization. That's another part about it too. It's like, well, hell, you got all these other conscious black folks who have their broadcasts and things of that nature, and for the most part, it kind of started looking like a church to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I'm not necessarily seeing anything constructive that you are doing specifically for black people. I don't necessarily see you pouring into the community, let alone the community's children. I just see you up here bragging about, well, this, that, we're going to be doing this, and we're going to be, no. We only say, they only used to say, we're going to be doing this when they're collecting the money. Now, once they collect the money, the project that was once ours, we're doing this for us, it suddenly becomes their project, and they did it. But the difference between Charleston White wasn't getting online asking niggas for money in the name of him just being on there talking. He don't even, as a moderator, he was telling us not to even put the Cash App on there. So what are you losing, people, other than your feelings? He just talk this Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is good. Deion Sanders and Pilar Sanders. Shut your sack chasing ass up, Bam. Ain't nobody heard from you. You kind of, they was kind of shaming your ass into seclusion already. We understand it's your son, but what the fuck you gonna do? What you got? If your baby daddy, your ex-husband, is not standing in the gap between Charleston White and Shador, then what is you doing? But let me not get you far off into it. Deion Sanders, Shador Sanders, and I put Deion Sanders' son because in my mind, he's still an amateur college football player. He's not a millionaire. I heard some mark say, Shador Sanders, a millionaire, Charleston White, blah, blah, blah. Shador Sanders is not a millionaire. Shador Sanders has not earned $1 million. I mean, maybe now due to the fact, I guess, whatever college deals and things that nature, blah, blah, blah. Shador Sanders, if you want to call, his daddy a millionaire, he a millionaire. Right, correct. His daddy a millionaire, so he's a millionaire. Shador Sanders is not affiliated with any major sports organization team like an NFL or whatever. He's with the NCAA, NCAA. And he plays for Colorado. And folks talk about Colorado. I mean, I don't keep up with this that type of shit, that sports bullshit. Because in my mind, it just like my guy said, the shit is rigged to me. I started realizing the shit was rigged. I guess at first kind of started with boxing, but then I started seeing the football. It was a particular Super Bowl where I said, oh, that shit definitely rigged. But don't let me get distracted off of that shit. Shador Sanders is just a college boy playing football with a famous daddy. Even for Charleston White to get on here, and I don't even recall him doing a live where he said that particular shit about Shador. I know he went in on Shador on Instagram, but I don't particularly recall so much on YouTube. Even if he did say some shit like that on camera, live, dude. What happened? Why do people take? Do you really? Why would you take something like that literally? And when I say like literally, I mean like for real. Who admits? I mean, first he the police, but then he the in the next first, in 1 minute he the police, and in the next minute he's America's dumbest criminal. Because only America's dumbest criminal would broadcast a terroristic threat, to whereas he would pay somebody a bounty, and it would have to be well, no, it wouldn't necessarily have to be somebody illegal. I guess it would have to be a football player on another team. I guess that's somewhat of a racket. So in a way, I guess that, you can't say you can't put the RICO on Mr. Charles, because I guess it would have to be a continuing practice of him putting bounties on amateur football players. Do you really think he would even waste 20 racks on Shador Sanders? Why would this man, just for his personal satisfaction, just cause he mad at Deion, well, not even mad, just cause he has distaste toward Deion. I have distaste toward Deion. For the little performance act he did at Jackson State before he went to Colorado. I still am looking sideways at the niggas who was like, oh, he had to go get the money, blah blah blah. Like I said, it's all for the impression. You want to impress Mr. Charlie. You want to be like Mr. Charlie. You want to go to all Mr. Charlie's party. And when I say Mr. Charlie, once again, I do am speaking of the almighty great Dwight. First name Dwight, last name Maine. The almighty Dwight Maine. Y'all, ooh-wee. And I got to admit, because I understand where I am. We underneath the system of white supremacy, and in some cases then, and admittedly it's not as harsh as it was during the Jim Crow era, because in a lot of cases, once going back to those people, those people that those black conscious folks, some of the things that y'all talk about, that y'all fighting in the name of fucking racism, make us look like clowns, like crybaby ass clowns, man. Y'all not talking about getting the people no money. Y'all not talking about building up for the people. A lot of y'all niggas, if what does it say? Damn, I forget the name of that book. A lot of y'all niggas is 501(c)(3). So at the end of the day, you can't stick your motherfucking chest out for the people. You can't come on, y'all can't play Robin Hood by way of black empowerment for the niggas, cause y'all know if y'all go too motherfucking far, they gonna pull your chain, bitch. But yet still you got so much to say. Oh, how he can't say that about kids. He can't say, and that's what killed me also. When you come on and you got your video, you got your nice productions, and you got your lights and your chairs and shit back there, you start talking, and the first fucking thing you say is, well, he said, but then it's all about what he said. It ain't never about, you can't even look, just even a little scratch of the surface. He do the shit right in your face. You can't even say shit about what he do, what he done. Even if it wasn't necessarily for shit for like people, even if he wasn't the community activist he was. What happened to the hustle? Y'all suck Jay-Z dick for about the hustle. Jay-Z came up talking about he sell crack to the community. The same shit that's fucking up the community now, where some of y'all kids, some of these crack baby kids that grew up to be motherfucking terrorists and birthed in demons. So he said, Charleston White said, never mind, Charleston White used to fucking spend the night outside sleeping next to a goddamn barbecue to make money to take care of the community. At that point, he didn't have to do that shit to take care of his kids. He wasn't doing it. Matter of fact, if anything, his dedication to try to redeem himself, cause he know he done wrong. When he was associated with killing the white man, he knew he had to repent. He knew he had to get his mind, to get his soul and spirit back together. He had to make amends for that. So all in the course of him making amends, and all during the 12 years where y'all didn't know him, all in the 1912, like the 7, 8, 9 years when he was going through Fort Worth, Texas, walking into the government, going into the council meetings, standing outside in the town square, hollering and yelling in the name of justice for niggas. Y'all don't know about that shit though, but y'all know that once upon a time he said something about such and such and who and so forth. So you want to see him fail? He should have been deleted. They should have been in cancel him. Motherfucker, y'all, that's one thing that needs to be communicated and understood. And they say, and I said this a while back. I said the nigga nation is damn near cold, but the nigga nation, you think at it, you might think of it, well, y'all ain't got no nation, y'all ain't got no land, y'all ain't blah blah blah. The nigga nation starts as an ideology, and it's really relatively simple. It's all about the knowing the difference between right or wrong, making proper decisions, getting up and waking up and getting up and going, trying to get you some motherfucking money, taking care of your kids, being a stand-up man, being a stand-up woman, just simple shit, not too much. So it's like, okay, y'all got y'all way. Y'all seem to have y'all way of doing it. Right about now, it's what's 2020. It's the ending of 2023 is upon us. 2024 is coming. In a minute, you're gonna have all these niggas, all these celebrity niggas and uncelebrity niggas gonna come in front of your face and tell you about your voting, about what you should vote for, and make all kind of rationalizations and excuses for the candidate that they want you to vote for. Because the only one they gonna put out in front of you is Con Massa Biden. Unless some unfortunate, some sad event, and you never know, Con Massa Biden, no. The power, well, I shouldn't say the powers to be, the hidden hand may figure out any old kind of way to get Con Massa Biden out the way and have President Kamala Harris up there on the stand for y'all to vote for. But I guess to bring in all the black ladies. Look, black ladies, that Brahmin sister girl is not a nigga. She don't know shit about being a nigga. I don't care how many bags of collard greens the bitch buy. She don't know nothing about being no nigga. Just like y'all, apparently some of y'all black folks, African Americans, whatever strain of nigga y'all might have had left in y'all spirit is gone too, unless it comes time to do something foolish or go pay $10,000 for a Beyonce concert. No hate to Beyonce, don't knock the hustle. I'm not. You can't knock the hustle, but y'all knocking the hustle. Charleston White says several times, "I'm in character. Don't get caught up in the in the conversation. You getting caught up in the macking in the conversation. Game applied means elevation, guidance above my emotions." Uh, oh, I admittedly, I can admit, I say that there are things that Mr. Charleston may have said, and I guess I probably count on about one hand, that he said that I didn't necessarily agree with. But then there's also things he said that I didn't agree with, and then at the beginning, and then I took the time to listen and think and analyze and try to figure out why. Then I was able to get an understanding as to why. And at that point, I no longer disagreed with Mr. Charleston. Y'all want to sick the white? We gonna sick the white man on, cause YouTube. I say this, and because I got to go and finish what the fuck I was doing. YouTube did not say, "Well, he talked about Deion Sanders' son." Get this channel out of here. Do you realize that YouTube is a business? YouTube has ads all on it, even if Charleston White isn't monetized. People that come on the internet to see Charleston White videos may go and see other videos and click and see other ads and things like that. So I don't necessarily, because like I said, I'm speaking about the people, the black conscious thought leader, because I used to listen to a lot of that Black Power radio shit, YouTube shit. I try listen to it, these past couple of days, and it kind of rings hollow. And I remember, how dedicated I was to because I'm dedicated to Black Power, dedicated to these people, supported these people, only to find out that they were charlatans and hucksters. But hey, get money, man. Mac, my nigga. Pimp on. But I say all that to say I can't really digest that shit no more, because I think these people's bullshit. So, okay, YouTube wasn't necessarily now this is my opinion. I might very well be wrong. YouTube wouldn't tear down that man. 200 and almost 250,000 subscribers and drawing all that fucking traffic onto YouTube. They ain't just going, we gotta shut your channel down because you said something about Deion Sanders' son. Charleston White also has other interests on YouTube. The game related, not gang related podcast. Although it's only it's a small number. I guess it may be 20. I think it's 20 some thousand. Now maybe almost 30. Maybe close to 25,000, 30,000. But you got that channel. You also have a classy lady up today, which I guess he's being more careful, because after all, even if Mr. Charleston wasn't monetized, do you really think that any person would want to see a whole bunch of other motherfuckers who don't even necessarily like them take their content and make money off of it? So what he's doing at this point with the classy lady of the day is he's digging up all the old clips and exclusive shit like the concerts and things like that. He's putting them on that channel. That channel's monetized. You got 2 monetized channels. Some of y'all niggas ain't got one. And y'all talking about, they took they deleted Charles and White. See, that's what he get. It should have been done. It's about time YouTube be helping him. No, YouTube don't be helping that motherfucking soul. YouTube be fucking with me cause in my mind, in my opinion, I believe YouTube be fucking with me cause the videos like this I make, where I try to break down the bullshit for y'all. But I think I done went on enough, man. Deion Sanders ain't, man, I can't say he ain't shit. That man's son, he play football, and he's a billionaire. You can't say nothing about a millionaire, you poor nigga outside the Walmart. You damn right. I can say whatever I want to say. You ain't got to listen to it, and you ain't got to take it seriously. And that's really all it is. That's really what the message is. Just cause you hear somebody say something, for one thing, you ain't got to listen to it. And for 2 things, even if you hear it, you ain't got to pay no attention to it. You ain't got to believe it. You could just fucking ignore it. And if you want to say something about it, go ahead and say something about it. But if you are in the group where well, I don't like us, so I don't think anybody should see. If you're in that group that feels as if you don't like something, and you might see other people enjoying it, but you say that's just not too much for you to bear, so you rather go and report, then you is a mark. You is a sensitive hoe ass, bitch ass, pussy ass mark, nigga. You ain't you ain't a nigga. You's a well, no. I guess some niggas is all kind of niggas, but no, I don't even consider you my kind. You just lame, just a lame motherfucker. But good news, Charleston White. So I think today he went to shoot a movie. He's shooting a movie. They finally put my nigga in the movie. Well, my nigga been in movies before, but my nigga's in a movie. He's reading scripts for movies. He has a streaming deal. He has a stream from ours. He has a contract with us. He's not going to just coming on to a YouTube and filling out and registering with YouTube, getting a username and fulfilling all the requirements of a YouTube in order to get to monetization status. Nah, he ain't got to do that. What he's doing is sign a contract with a streaming channel, with a streaming platform. And from my understanding, that streaming platform, I will hope, I mean, it would be nice, and you never. Now, I guess anything that streaming platform is black owned. Ooh, so sweet, so sweet. So while y'all up here, celebrating and contemplating and ruminating about what YouTube did to Charleston White page, he said it before. Y'all give a fuck about this shit. I don't. Anybody, and that's something that can't be believed, because you think of it like this: somebody who can draw thousands and thousands and thousands of motherfucking subs or followers in the course of even in a day or a couple of days, nigga, you're just mad, you're jealous, and you're hateful, and you need a fucking reason why. So I guess Deion Sanders will be a reason why. But you monkey ass niggas ain't stopping no show. Not now one monkey ass nigga stop no show. Nigga Nation of Nut, man. Peace and love.